Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. A little bit of drumming to start the morning, right? Never hurts to sage your space. The other thing that drumming does, we just think of it as a sound, right? We think of it as just a sound. But there's so much more to it than just drumming. Drumming, rattling, whether you're using a shamanic type dancing rattle or a more Native American rattle with the leather filled vessel. We'll call it a vessel, for lack of better words, for PC Online. Um, Cleanses your space. Oh my God, look at the fairies. I'm kidding. It's sage smoke. It also cleanses your space. So, in addition to getting a really great rhythm going to work with meditation and shamanic journey, now that's the way to start a morning, right? Right? That particular drum, as you can tell, I was doing the same beat. Okay. I was doing the exact same beat, but all around the drum, there's different tones, right? So that's why I was kind of traveling the drum looking for tones because some tones for me work better. I know it's about the tempo, but some tones for me tend to work better to clear out my energetic field. And that's what I was doing this morning as I was clearing out my energetic field, going, Lord of mercy, cleaning out that energetic field. So that's why we drum this morning is uh, to raise the vibration in my room, to raise my vibration, and hopefully yours as well. I do love that drum. Sam got that drum for me 3 years ago for Christmas, but it's very heavy. I think it's like a 24-inch or a 22-inch drum. It's very, very heavy. I recommend, and I actually have smaller Remo drums that I have to take on the cruise with us. So we'll see those come out as time goes on. But I already have drums on the wall, so where am I going to put them, right? So you guys, whatever it takes in the morning, you don't have to um, go. How beautiful would this be to go out, sit outside, and have your coffee and do a little drumming? Your neighbors might look a little strange, although ours won't because we're surrounded in the Pawnee Reservation, so they're not going to look at us strange. But they may come over to see what the hell's going on. But drumming itself shifted my whole entire journey. My whole entire spiritual evolution is due to drumming. I had stressed myself out so much because I couldn't communicate with my guides. Get this, I couldn't hear them. Okay, now I know more, right? I couldn't hear my guides. I couldn't see my guides at that time. And I'd given myself so much stress about this that I had created my own blocks and barriers. And when I did my first shamanic journey, I had this huge epiphany and aha moment. It was amazing. And I went, oh my gosh, there it is. And I understand now why. I understand the science behind it as well as the emotion behind it. It's very driving for our brain and our brainwave. So, if you're having a hard time connecting to your guides, if you don't feel the connection, if you feel like you need to calm down and you're having a hard time bringing your energy back to where it needs to be, go to YouTube, find a shamanic drumming about 7 hertz, 6 or 7 hertz, and it'll help because your brain has to conform to its surroundings. It will drop down as soon as you close your eyes. Your husband teased you because you had a rainstorm come on your first attempt. Score, weatherman see. But your brainwave is always trying to create a norm. Okay, so as soon as you close your eyes, you drop into beta. You know that? That's why a 10-minute nap in the afternoon is fabulous for you. You've given your body 10 minutes of calm because your eyes were closed. So when you add the closed eyes with that brainwave, and then you drop into the drumming, my third eye is just buzzing. Then you have dropped into theta. You can bring it into theta with a 4 beat per second drum really, really quickly. Drumming meditations. If you guys haven't done it, you don't know what you're missing. You don't know what you're missing. So this morning, yeah, if you take a nap, it's more like hours. Oh, 10 minutes. But they say a 10-minute nap is worth an hour's worth of sleep at night. I can't, I really have a difficult time taking a nap. I just can't. Even going to bed at night, I go to bed and I'm like, I could be up doing something. This is like a waste of time. Anybody else do that? You go to bed and you're like, this is a horrible, horrible waste of time. I could be doing something. I could have achieved something in the morning. And then I go, well, yeah, but you got to go to sleep. So I don't know, maybe I'm talking to my guides and like, look, go to bed. I'm like, but I don't wanna. Like a 5-year-old. I don't want to go to bed. It's a waste of time. I took a bubble bath with Jetson, laid back, closed my eyes to some drumming. Oh no, you opened your eyes to 5 foot of bubbles. Tiny bubbles. Let's go with this deck this morning. This deck says, let's do it. Okay. Really? Okay. I'm going to pull a card, then we're going to 10-minute nap. Oh gosh, this deck is so huge. It is. You can't shuffle it long ways. You got to go up and down like this. Are you really doing that on purpose? Maybe. Oh crap, there's the card. I'm going through a QA process of not making money, lots of waiting and frustration. Oh no, that doesn't pay for shit. Kelly. Okay, this is the card that popped out while I was being obnoxious. It is. I can't even, look, you can't even get your fingers around it. It's just not that easy. Okay. It's just not that easy. The card of the day. This has been a thing lately, hasn't it? Yesterday we talked about this, and you notice Christine probably is never coming back. She's like, Jesus, leave me alone. But it's about taking your personal power, being in charge of who you are. It is so important. It is so important. Think of an animal totem. Hi, Ellie. Yes, we can chat later as long as you can talk. I don't want you to be tired. Think of an animal totem, or think of something that represents somebody that doesn't have their personal power. And then you throw the bear in there, right? We all need to make sure we're running our own energy. It's so important to run our own energy. And I'm taking classes on a couple different things right now. And one of the things that I'm taking classes on, they were talking about, it's about brain entrainment and teaching the brain how to step down into theta brainwave for shamanism and to really be successful in getting into a great meditation. And one of the things that they were talking about was how many people don't have their personal power anymore because they're always doing this. Watch, pay attention. Our cell phones, and this makes total sense. Our cell phones, our smart devices keep us in a state of anxiety. They keep us always searching for the next thing, right? There's no, remember you just used to sit and relax or play board games with a family or have some fun. And instead, now what do? Even people driving, right? I like my family. Don't drive and play with your phone. Driving, people play with their phone. Okay. If you have any spare time and you have a smartphone, what are you on? If you're just sitting there, what are you on? Right? It is. It is an instant dumb down to our nation and our world. But otherwise, it also puts us in a beta brainwave. As soon as we've trained ourselves, what's on there? What's on there? And you're concentrating on it, concentrating it. And you've got your beta brainwave all the way up here. And then you're like, you know what? I'm going to go meditate. You need to have something to help you get in there. And that's where that drumming comes in. But we've trained ourselves to see what is next. Facebook. Absolutely. What is next? I enjoy the fact that they took the politics off. Leave it that way. I hope they leave it that way. I enjoy the fact that there's no politics there. Now there's just some stupid memes. I don't get on as often as I did. And now I'm telling you that I noticed today, and to the very much annoyance of a lot of my friends, I forget my phone everywhere. I forget it. I can't remember where I have put my phone at any given time. I leave the ringer off. My phone goes off just a little bit, you can imagine. And it goes off just a little bit with Facebook messages, emails, all sorts of stuff. So I started to turn my phone ringer off. I don't miss it. I'm much calmer. I have to search for my phone. And my friend Shannon's like, what the hell? So how many people feel like you spend, and I'm not going to call it addicted, an inordinate amount of time on your phone? Like, if you pull away from the driveway, do you have to? I know I want to have it for safety reasons, but I'm not on my phone as if I'm gone generally, unless I'm talking on the phone on my speaker on my car. Right? This is for phone calls, everybody. Remember when we used to be attached to the wall? Those days. I still remember my phone number. I still remember Sam's phone number. Yeah. We haven't trained our brain to be in a state of anxiety. We're always looking for the next thing. And I'm going to say the word again, Facebook. Before they took the politics off, right? Before they can you see a difference in your energy before they took the politics off and after they took the politics off? So much hate, right? Oh my gosh. And there's still hate. There's still people hating on each other. For the love of life. Everybody love everybody. For Christ's sake, just love each other, right? But what we do is we are trained to want to find it. We're trained. We have trained ourselves to search for that phone and keep our brain in a state of anxiety waiting. You know how you're in the state of anxiety? You know, some people actually develop a disorder where they hear their phone go off. They hear their phone go off and their phone doesn't go off. There's a clinical diagnosis for this. I can't remember what it's called. There's a clinical diagnosis for hearing your phone go off and it not go off. Come on. At what point do we take our personal power back and say, I'm not controlled by the electronics around me? Terminator, you guys. My brain just went Terminator. And I'm not being serious about that. But I mean, seriously, good morning, Sita. Good morning, Tiffany, Abuelita. Good morning, everybody. And what happens? Right? You hear the vibration, right? This is a thing. It's a thing. It's because our brains are trained to hear for it, listen to it. And The other thing is, as we're going on, if we are lacking this, we get anxiety. If we're like, oh my gosh, I can't find my phone. First of all, they're expensive, right? But other than that, where's my phone? Who could be trying to get, somebody could be trying to get a hold of me. I might have missed an email, right? We're so engaged in electronics, we've disconnected from our spiritual sides. It's crazy. Even spiritual people, right? We're always posting because we feel like we have to keep up. We have to keep up. Where does that keep our brain? In a state of always working, always moving forward, right? Always anxiety. Now, how many people feel like they hear their phone bing and it didn't do a thing? Good morning, Liz. Good morning. Oh, I know. And have you seen kids trying to take kids taking pictures of payphones? What is the thing that parents are doing with their children nowadays? They've been doing it for a long time now, but what do? I know Henry loves the telephone. Loves the telephone. And I'm preaching this morning. I'm sorry. I don't know why. I don't know why either, because I didn't even get on. This is not a kick of mine this morning. It really isn't. But we give off those electronic devices to those little kids. They're in front of a screen from the time they're little. What are we teaching? What are we teaching them? This is life. This is what we're teaching them. This is life, not this, not the beautiful things around us. So what do you think is going to happen down the road? What do you think is going to happen down the road? Do you think they're going to give two shits about what's around them? Do you think they're going to care about nature and our planet? Other than maybe superficial, what somebody said, hey, we're greenies. We need to feel the heartbeat of our planet. And this is in the way. Disconnect from it a little bit. Give yourself a week. Challenge yourself. Can I go for a week and only check my phone twice a day? Just for phone calls, nothing else. Can you do it? I don't know if I can. First of all, Sam's really far away. But that's an excuse, right? That's an excuse. If it was a landline, man, I waited for hours and hours on end for that man to call me on a landline when we were kids. Could we effectively step away from our phones for 2 weeks? Just check it. Set yourself a goal 2 or 3 times a day and not feel the anxiety of missing it. Right. And Amber's totally on point. All those EMFs as well. You're putting your kids in front of EMFs all the time. All the time. Angus said I'm saying bad words. What did I say? I don't remember. Prayers coming your way, Anne-Marie. Yeah, landlines have spam and all that stuff on them. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, did I? You typed it. Waiting for the radio, listening to the radio, waiting for someone to call, trying to catch your favorite song so you could record it on a cassette, right? You call the radio station and say, could you play my song? You guys that are young don't understand this. Can you play my song? Right? And then you wait by the phone. And we had trained ourselves to know the first note of a song, right? Who else did this? You knew the first note of a song because you had to press record right away so you could make a mixtape. I'm from that generation. It was before, right? Duran, can you play Duran? Hungry like the wolf. Loved me some Simon Le Bon. Definitely, right, Ellie? Right? You youngsters out there. Really, they were great old days. They were great days. Um, I worry. I worry about and I don't worry. Okay, let me put that differently. I've thought of what would happen if we did have a solar flare and it wiped out our electronics, because you realize it wouldn't just be our phones. It wouldn't just be our computers. It would be a lot of our cars as well, right, Donna? Um, it would be a lot of our cars that are running computers. The only cars that are going to work are muscle cars. So, uh, so yeah, piles of bikes to know where the kids are. Yeah, we had a lot of fun though. I saw a meme this morning about, did your parents can you imagine what an apoplexy this would put parents into nowadays? My mom would drop myself alone, off to the roller skating rink at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. No cell phones. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, give me a 20, enough to rent skates. Oh, blisters. And get some food, and would pick me up around 11:30, right? At night. No communication. Who else skated? I love to roller skate. I was telling Sam, I would love to go roller skating. Before I have the threat of breaking a hip, I want to go roller skating. I love to roller skate. I'll probably fall on my ass a lot. We'll video it. It'll be funny. We should have a roller skate party. Oh my God, that would be so much fun. You remember sitting at 11 with a 20-foot cord? I would wait. Sam and I were not allowed to talk to each other on the phone, so I would wait till like 2 o'clock in the morning, and he would be waiting by his phone at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I would call him. His mom would be pissed. Drop off. Yeah, we dropped off. Yeah, I would assume that Simon's arrogant. He has that arrogant. Nick and John do have the softest energies of the group. Yeah, now there's very few roller skating rinks around. Yeah, every Friday, right? Roller skating or bowling. I had the option to rent a bowling rink, a bowling lane. I can't remember what it is. For my mom. Oh yeah, are you kidding me? My mom let me. That was high school though. That was high school. You can rent a whole bowling alley in Salem. And I thought, oh, so much fun. I did not do that. Does Savannah have a skating rink? Mm. I love to bowl too. We're from Toledo, Ohio. Toledo, Ohio used to be, for many, 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 many years, the bowling capital of the world. We were party animals. So everybody bowled. Our schools had bowling teams and everything. But Mr. Fry won't take me bowling anymore. So, and it's not because I beat him either. He's an excellent bowler. He has this curveball that just slides right in there. It's amazing. But due to I think I can do it, but due to neck issues and back issues, he won't take me. Your second home is the skating rink. I love the skating rink. I know, we were so excited when they come up with the extra long phone cord. I get that. Okay, so we're just kind of bullshitting about the good old days, aren't we? So we have plans for we have plans for both Savannah. Of course, Savannah is April 16th, 17th, and then we'll do breakfast on the 18th if anybody wants to. And that is no charge. Just come. We're going to have fun. And there's going to be quite a few of those as we travel. Sam and I travel a lot. So, and it's not voluntary, it's with his work. So as we travel, we'll be doing these things anywhere we go, because why have community if we can't gather together every once in a while and shoot the shit and have some fun? I did it again. I'm sorry, Angus. And have some fun, right? So Savannah is coming up. I will be in Florida before that time. I haven't set anything up. If anybody wants to get together in the Tampa Bay area and do lunch or something, more than willing to do it. As long as you're not an axe murderer, you don't have criminal history of burying bodies, I'm good with it. Okay. Just know I do carry. Um, I know people are really like, what the hell is wrong with that woman? I travel a lot. So anyhow, I lag. I haven't seen the comments on that one yet. Zing. So, but hey, don't start on won't be nothing. We just find the spirits, no dead bodies, please. Right? Right? No. You know, my friend's like, how do you know people aren't weird? I'm like, well, I'm counting on it. Oh my gosh. When are we heading back to Ohio? We are heading to Ohio probably within the next 3 weeks. Sam might have a job change coming. And if that's the case, then before that time, we're going to drive home for a week and then head back out. But that's well, I'll know in the next couple days, hopefully, maybe today. I don't know. But Salem is a thing. Salem is happening. There was a change. No baby horse yet. I'm watching and waiting. So Salem. We are a little crazy in here. It's all good. I'm only going to have 50 tickets available for Salem. 50 tickets for the Mediumship Gallery. And we're going to do Seance Spirit Circle that night. Okay. I'm only going to have 50 tickets. We have the hall all day. And I'm going to call today and double check on the all day because I want it up till midnight. Right? Because we're going to be in Salem. Oh, your friends dropped last night. Yeah, I'm hoping that she's really close. She's slab sided. She's super relaxed. I'm hoping the next couple nights. We're going to be in Salem on Halloween. It's the only time I could get, believe it or not. It was synchronicities because I was just about to throw my hands up in the air and say, I'm done messing with this. I can't continue this. And I called back and said, what's the chances of you having the hall open with a block of rooms where everybody could get rooms on these days? And she said, yes. And I went, I'm sorry, what? So on the 30th, we will be doing mediumship, seance, and then seance in the evening. And I am undetermined about the intermediate time there because I have an idea and I'm not going to talk about it yet because I have to talk to more people. But so we're going to do mediumship that day. And then that closer to the evening, we're going to do Spirit Circle, seance. And if we're just going to I only have 50 tickets. So as soon as I open that up, you guys will know, and it'll be all over Facebook. Because we are going to have so much fun. I'm already planning my costume for going to Salem. Right? I didn't know that that's where they taped. They actually taped Hocus Pocus there. I didn't know that. I'm not dressing as a Sanderson sister. Spirit people are live ones. Yeah, it's for live ones. Yeah. Yeah, it was Ellie. I'm totally excited. I'm totally excited. How fun is that? I have a cousin I need to call and let her know that I'm doing this because it's been a lifelong dream of hers to go, and maybe I can help her get there. But anyhow, so I am open. I know, right? Nighthawk's like I said, Halloween would be better. It is. It is going to be better. It's going to be awesome. We'll be staying up in Gloucester, up at Cape Ann, about 23 miles away. And what's really good, and I know Sam doesn't like the public transportation idea of this, but if you can take public transportation from the airport and it stops at the hotel, yay. And then you get on the back of the bus and it takes you to the tram, which takes you right to Salem, and you don't have to drive. Yeah. Hi, Isis. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, let's pull a card. Let's pull a card. And then if you are in Late Bloomers Intuitive Development class, the 3-month class, your module will be up as soon as I hit the publish button, because I forgot to do that. Just remember that. The mediumship review from the mediumship class from Wednesday night will be up in about 10 minutes after I'm offline. And then the interview on the late bloomers for Golden Platinum will be up with Allie Rosebrock. She is our resident animal communicator, and she will also be with us in Savannah, which will be a lot of fun. Hey, Isis. Yeah, I'll message you later. Okay. I grew up in the country, Zenny, so I don't know a whole lot about public transportation, like buses and things. I don't know a whole lot about it. So, and Sam does, and he's like, he says we're renting a car. But you have a grandson whose birthday is on Halloween. Yeah, the mediumship will be the night before, and then we'll be in Salem for Halloween. Okay, card. Let's do a card. Let's do it. I don't know why that's in my brain. Hi, Jennifer. You having a backwards kind of day? Oh, come on. You guys saw me shuffle. You guys saw me shuffle. Seriously. Do I have to pull this card again? This is the card I pulled first. This is the card I pulled first. Right? Oh, really? And when I pulled this, I said, this has been the message this last week is, I know, right? This has been the message. You guys saw me shuffling. And I do it as I'm talking. I shuffle the whole time as I'm talking. So this has been the message, you guys. Personal power. Personal power. We are in charge of our own energy. Nobody else is. And if they think they are, stop. I know, it's crazy, right? It's crazy. I shuffled. Jennifer, please type that you are okay, because that's not funny. You're fine, right? Waking up. Okay, just waking up. Okay, that took skill then. All right. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, okay. I figured it out though. Smarty pants. Smarty pants. Okay. No. Okay. I want to talk about you can type backwards too. I cannot, guys. You're making it difficult. I want to talk about I'm not going to go full channel on this just because I get a glitch obviously when we're going to do that. I don't want to do that without having someone to anchor me down. But I want to talk about obviously it's important. We're going to talk about and obviously, Zenny, they keep coming to your name on this. So this is really probably more aimed in your direction. I'm not quite sure why, but they're talking about sovereignty, that from the other side, we see things so much differently, and that we understand that when we come here, we give up a lot of our I'm looking for the word. Gotcha. Thank you. We give up a lot of our peace coming for this human existence, because we know the dynamics of the emotional turmoil and roller coaster that we're going to go on. But we always have an end goal in mind. Coming from the other side, we look down and we go, okay, this is the life I want to do. This is the body I want. This is the brain I want. This is the thought processes I want. These are the people that I've requested to be in this life to help me. And we give up a lot when from the other side. We give up that bliss, knowing that we're coming here to get our lessons so that we can move on to a much more consistent, peaceful ascension, right? Where we just don't have to continue coming back, continue coming back. Uh, but they say the one thing we don't give up is our sovereignty. We don't give up our ability to keep our energy. We retain that because it's also part of our lesson to be able to say, this is mine, this is me, this is a huge part of what we're learning here, with planning ourselves on a planet and saying, I am myself and there's nobody else like me. And if somebody can't appreciate that, then they need to move away from my energy because it is defeating my purposes here at this time. Yes, understanding that some of those people that come into our lives to do that and to say those things to us are the part of the lesson. And all our obligation and our part of our sovereignty is to say, I'm learning that lesson and I'm stepping away from it. So I'm not quite sure what we're talking about, but that is actually Ashtar, and I'm just kind of like, whoa, bear. Um, let's not run me over with a diesel, please. Noticed I haven't done any channeling since that day, yeah, I've been very leery of it because I was so sick that day that I could do very easily fall into that today, and I'm not going to do that. We're not doing that. I'm establishing my sovereignty at the moment. Right? I'm establishing my sovereignty. Were you not here that day, Dana? I didn't have an anchor to sit and be able to help me pull back. And Ashtar is this really huge energy, right? Really huge energy. And he rolled over me he rolled over me and then back over me with the Mack truck. And what had happened was huge download happened while I was online. And it almost looked like when I reviewed it, knowing my behavior, I look back at it and I was like, it almost looked like I had a mini stroke. And I know I didn't. But it was, I was pausing for long periods of time and I was stuttering and stumbling over my words and it just looked really weird. But it was a huge download I was getting at the time. And he kept pushing me to close my eyes and to channel, and I was refusing, and it really went sideways quickly. So now I'm like, we're not doing this. And when you see me pop in my ears, it's because I'm getting a push. And it makes my head feel, I'm just going to explain it to you guys because it's important to know these things, right? It makes my head feel disconnected. And like I have a really bad sinus thing going on where your head just feels like it's going to float away. And that's just to kind of pop that bubble and bring me back down a little bit. It was disconcerting that day. It needs to be a planned and scheduled thing. So yeah, but just even bringing a little bit of information over from him, and I'm like, yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. We're not doing that again. I'm not closing my eyes again. Yeah, I had Moldavite on that day, and I took it off my desk, and I put it back away. And if I have my Moldavite on, that we're gonna try it again when I have my Moldavite on. Ellie and I are gonna schedule it. And it'll be a scheduled event. We're going to make an event online to do it. I'm with someone that is in victim mode and thinks that guilt trips or manipulation works with me. How's that going for him? Oh, he has a set of rules. He don't care. He does care. He's listening. He does listen. But he has I've been kind of like holding him off at the gates, and he has a lot to say. So this little bit of channeling just kind of made me went, oh, he's got a lot to say. But he does have rules. That day I allowed him to come across, and he just pushed a little too harder than I needed or wanted. You're very independent and too grown up for it. Good for you. Good for you. Because what is other people's opinions, right? Their own damn business. Everybody has them. They're like, what? I had that problem yesterday, Katrina. I stopped taking my Claritin. I think it's Claritin. I take it every day. And I stopped taking it. I thought, I'm fine. Within like 36 hours, I was like, oh, my head hurts. Okay. I'm going to pull another card. No, I'm not. We're not going to do that. It's funny. It's funny. You guys, I have things to do. So I'm going to go make sure I get the rest of the packages out that need to be put out today. And I started to paint my cabinets, and I don't like the color, so I need to go get a different color. And yeah, so I got stuff and things. So I will talk to you guys later. I'm going to come on this online this evening, 7 o'clock. I'll be on at 7 o'clock. Yeah, 7 o'clock this evening. You're out of allergy meds. Yeah. I tell you, I stopped taking it, and I was like, yeah, well, he has a set of rules. He has rules. He also has an ego. Well, I can't call it an ego. He has a power trip at times where he's just like, I don't want to call it an ego. That's a horrible way to put it, because they've transcended that, but they haven't transcended the whole cute human thing, right? What a cute human. And I don't like that talk. Cute human. Okay. All right, everybody. 7 o'clock this evening, I will be on, and I will talk at you guys later. Have a great afternoon. The man, he's the man. I know, right, Leslie? Interdimensionals. I'll tell you, they're just okay. All right, guys. Have a good afternoon. I will talk to you later.